So now that I've shown you how to go through the process of color tinting black and white photography, remember the main steps is each color gets its own layer. Each layer's blending mode is set to overlay. Start with a color a little darker than what you need because overlay creates a color tint. If your color doesn't look perfect, you can drop the opacity. I showed you all of that in the previous tutorial. So now that I've shown you the process, show me what you remember. Color tint another photo on your own. So I'm going to go to File and Open. In Chapter 7, Folder 2, says Color Tint this Lucy pic again. Here's the original photo. Just so you get the idea, we've got a centralized figure. She's got the red hair, the blue eyes, lipstick, gold earrings, flowers, leaves. Okay. Go to File and Open. Here is the preview of what I did. So you can see the red hair, the gold earrings, the blue eyes, the red lipstick, colored in the flowers, colored in the leaves, colored in the dress, the skin tone, all of it. It can be done. Now you go to File and Open, and the third image, please color Lucy. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole thing because I want you to show me what you remember. Just remember, I have made the channels for you. So if I wanted to start, I can name a layer for each one of these colors. I'll just do a couple of them, again, to get you started. I'm going to click the plus, double click the name, and call that red hair. Let's do them one at a time. So select menu, load selection, physically click the channel bar and click red hair. I'll come down here, mix a color of like reddish brown for her reddish brown hair. I'm on a brand new layer, Option and Delete, Command D to deselect, and I will set that layer to overlay. If I drop down the opacity a little bit, that looks a little better. But instantly we can see a problem. It's going right over her skin tone. Okay, so I might as well deal with that right now. I'm going to make another brand new layer. Double click and call that skin tone. I'll select a color for it. Kind of a reddish pink again here. Select menu. Load selection, physically click the channel bar and pick skin. Okay, the red hair went over the skin, so I'm going to go to the red hair first and delete it from crossing over her forehead. There we go. Now I come up to the skin tone, Option and Delete, Command D to deselect, and I will set that layer to overlay. Drop out the opacity so we have a light skin tone right there. And now you can see we've got a few other problems here that you're going to have to deal with. The skin tone went over her eyes, it went over her white teeth, and it's going over these little leaves. Okay, so always keep that in mind. You can change these. Notice I have a channel called Dress, Plants, Trim. Okay, that's where this skin tone is going over the edge. So I might as well deal with that one too. I'll create a brand new layer, double click, we'll call that leaves. It's fine. Select, load selection, click here and go to Dress, Plants, Trim. The skin tone is going over that edge, so I'm going to go down to skin tone and delete. Now I pick a shade of green, a little darker than what I need. On the leaves layer, Option and Delete, Command D, and I set that to overlay. Okay, every single color you're going to have these issues. That's why I set this up. You're going to have to know how to deal with these overlapping issues. The green went right over the flowers. The skin tone is going over the flowers. So just to show you one last thing, I'm not going to do all of it, like I said. If I go to select, load selection, physically click the channel bar and go to flowers on dress, the leaves went over the flowers, so I go to the leaves and delete that. The skin tone went over the flowers, so I go down to skin tone and delete that. That looks good. Okay, the skin tone is going over the dress. You're going to have to deal with that because you have another selection for the dress. You've got another selection for the gold earrings. You get the idea. You're going to have to clean it up and colorize your image of this doll using the steps and techniques I showed you from before. I want you to show me what you remember so you can show me that you know how to do it right. Okay, takes a little practice, but that's what this class is for. So good luck. Hope to see a good looking doll when you're done.